Hello, everybody, and welcome to Timebanking Tales, a Storybank. I am BJ Andryusky, founder of St. Pete Timebank, and I have with me today Jose Garcia of the Good Neighbor Timebank. Hi, Jose.
Hey BJ, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Say hello to the thousands of people who are going to be watching you. Whoa.
What's going on, everybody? I'm
Yeah,
happy to be
hello,
here,
hello.
and
Good
part of
stuff.
the movement.
So, we're going to start out this series by asking who is Jose Garcia? What do you want to share with these people?
Well, so Jose Garcia is a compilation of the oldest materials in the universe in a physical form. I'm just here existing.
Wow.
I feel like an old soul. I'm born and raised here in Reading, Pennsylvania. I've never moved anywhere in my life, and this is going to be my headquarters pretty much. No matter how successful I become and how far I travel, Reading will always be my home. And, it's where I was born, where I was raised, and I have so much love for it. And that's why I move forward with the passion that I do, with the driving the efforts of educating and informing other people in my community about the wonderful world of Timebank.
I love the way you put it. The oldest part of the universe that ever was, because just recently I've been hearing like the seed for me was in my grandmother. You know what I mean? And just
Yeah,
how all of this is so interconnected and we really are or have been a part of this all along. And the things that make me me and that make you you didn't just appear when you were conceived in your mother's womb. It's like,
nope. It's been pre-existing for eons and eons, and we're just here experiencing it ourselves in a physical form.
there you
You
go.
know,
There you go. Yeah, and that's a new thought to some people, not new to some other people, but I think it's a beautiful thought because it actually connects us more, which fits into the time banking world,
absolutely.
because we're all about connecting people and getting needs met and creating this community and all that. So, what's some of the real fun stuff that you do
Oh, we do a lot of fun things. We have karaoke nights, movie nights.
in your time bank?
Yeah, for Time Bank. Yep.
Whoa!
If you find the Good Neighbors Time Bank website, we have a calendar of events up there. I think every Wednesday night they do a virtual movie night. What's exciting is next month in March. I don't know when this is going to air, or maybe it was last month or a couple months ago. But we're having a trip to our local movie theater where us as an organization, we're going to purchase a private screening, and then we're going to give Time Bank members the opportunity to come watch a movie for $10.
Oh,
They save some money
wow.
on a movie ticket, which is expensive nowadays.
Yeah, it really is. That's awesome to where you have this that kind of funding to be able to do that. Yeah, and I don't know
Thank
when you're
you.
going to air, but that's an interesting concept.
Yeah,
So, and that's one of the cool parts about time banking is like if we can think it, we can do it.
exactly. I mean, there's nothing to it but to do it.
There you go. Do that again. I like that.
There's
There's
nothing
nothing
to it
to
but to
it but
do
to do it. Oh,
it.
that's incredible.
Sky's the
That
limit.
needs to be somebody's logo. Somebody's.
That's
Yeah.
I really enjoy the realm of Time Bank because the possibilities are truly endless.
They
Just
really
like
are.
with you and your everyday life, you create your life. You choose what you want to do with yourself when you wake up. You choose to go work at a certain business, or you choose to start your own business. Same thing with the Time Bank. We have the power in our hands to, you know, coordinate and facilitate different types of events, different resources that we can come up with to help other people that are in need, and just continue to share the wealth of knowledge and the wealth of sharing. I like to say that we're literally rebuilding the infrastructure that makes up a community.
Nice.
Because somewhere along the way in the last 40 years, 50 years, community has
It got
fell apart.
lost.
It,
It
it
got
fell apart.
lost. Yeah.
People don't know their neighbors anymore. People don't feel that safe walking around certain neighborhoods.
Hmm.
I just want to change that stigma.
How did you find out about time banking?
Oh, so the way that I found out about time banking is a pretty interesting story. I was on my social media, had no idea what time banking was. I pretty much started my own initiative. I wanted to do community cleanups. I wanted to start to improve the quality of life in my neighborhood and for the people that are in it. I wanted to help teach people to hold themselves accountable and the impact that we can have by doing so. So I coordinated my own cleanup. I came out of pocket for water, trash bags, supplies.
Wow.
I marketed it on my personal Facebook all alone. And here we go, comes the day. I'm there with myself and all the trash bags, the cooler full of water and ice on a hot day. And one person shows up.
Wow.
And this person just happens to be involved with another organization, Barrio Alegria. And I'm so thankful that they actually showed up, because after that, I never heard of Barrio, right? And so I was like, wow, these people are doing what I want to start doing at a larger capacity already. So I just started to volunteer my time, like a lot of time. I mean, all the time I could, I volunteered, showed up to their cleanups, showed up to their different events.
With Barrio Alegria.
With Barrio Alegria, yes. And it was about 2 or 3 months in. I don't know how many volunteer hours I put in, but it was a lot. The executive director, Daniel, came to me and he said, Jose, we have an opportunity for you. Have you ever heard about Timebank? I was like, no, I don't. What's that?
What's that?
Time sharing? Time banking? He gave me the spiel and I was instantly locked in. I mean, you didn't have to sell it to me. The idea just, it made so much sense to me and it clicked. And then that was in February of 2020. They hired me to be the Timebank coordinator to inform
In the
me.
midst of a pandemic?
Well, this was actually 3 weeks before the pandemic hit.
Oh,
Literally.
okay.
So I'm here at the office researching how to start a time bank, how to make sure our time bank is successful, what not to do. And I remember that's when I reached out to you at some point and a bunch of other time bank coordinators
Yes.
Through my research. And that's when the shutdown happened. So I hit the floor running, and I scraped my face on the floor.
Oh,
But it didn't stop us from becoming a successful time bank and growing to about almost a little bit under 300 members now, after 2 years.
that's phenomenal. During
Yeah,
a pandemic. That's great. So tell me about one story that sticks out, whether it's your favorite or the most fun or the most unusual or whatever it is. One story that you'd like to share with these people that are watching.
there's a lot of stories. It's so hard to pick one. One that really sticks out to me is the story of a coworker of mine who got her license through Timebank. Uh, Otherwise, she wouldn't have been able to learn how to drive because her family was so busy and didn't have the capacity to take her out on the road. So actually, our boss here at Barrio was able to provide their time and the usage of their car and their expertise with driving, and gave this person the opportunity to learn how to drive so they can pass their driver's license test.
Wow, that's like huge.
And
I mean,
I thought that was really big. Yeah.
that's some really big stuff that would have been a barrier to this time bank member. Did they not have this ability to be able to do that? It's like, think of how their world has opened up.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
I always say, Timebank is a tool that we need to utilize to continue to grow as a community, grow as individuals, and as a collective.
Mm, that's some incredible stuff. Thank goodness for, you said his name was David at Barrio?
Daniel,
Daniel, sorry. My apologies, Daniel. Didn't mean to get your name wrong, but that's incredible that he is the one in this nonprofit who said, hey, have you heard of time banking before? So,
yeah,
and
I'm
then just
super thankful.
whoop, out of nowhere, here comes the Good Neighbor Time Bank. That is awesome. That is
And that
awesome.
takes us back to the beginning. The oldest materials in the universe just coexisting now.
I
Here
think
we are.
sometimes it just takes us to be able to recognize that they're there.
Yeah, I had no idea prior to hosting my own cleanup. If I would have never took that step to do my own initiative, I would have never stumbled upon these amazing people at this
Oh, you
organization.
don't know. The universe is a little bit bigger than that. It might have said
True.
tap, tap, tap.
Maybe.
Might have been something else or shown up a different way, but it always
Well,
shows up.
I'm thankful it gave me the opportunity to take that step myself.
Yes, that's phenomenal. And how long
You
have
know,
you been with Barrio Alegria now?
since 2 years.
Oh,
It
okay.
is I think 4 days ago is my 2 year mark.
Woohoo!
Mhm.
Congratulations and happy
It's pretty,
anniversary to them.
yeah, it's awesome. And it's pretty funny. I was literally so invested in this time bank world that there was a joke going around the office. Every time I go on a date with somebody, one of my first questions is, have you heard about the time bank? They always tease me about it just because of how much I'm always
How much?
implementing
Well,
it.
I know I've seen you out in the time bank world, with the coordinators and the town halls and everything else that's going on. You're a presence to be reckoned with. It's great to have you as a
Awesome.
part of the worldwide, thing that's going on.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this, and this may be a loaded question, but we have plenty of time. We have about 5 minutes left because I try to keep these at about 15 minutes. So if you had a vision for time banking, either there in your local in Reading, or the state or the nation or even the world, what would you like to say to time bankers everywhere or share about what we can do and where we can go? What's a
Hmm.
vision that you hold?
Yeah, that is a very loaded question, and I don't know if there's a right answer, but I
I don't
guess
think
what
there's a wrong answer.
right there probably isn't. Jeez, forgive me for taking a
No, that's
moment here
okay.
to
Where would
think.
you like to go? Just let's take it down to Reading. What would you like to see happen in Reading with time banking?
I would like to see local businesses thriving, and by utilizing Time Bank and giving the neighbors and Time Bank members the opportunity to save money. Um, Sadly, a lot of folks in my city here in the inner city of Reading, disposable income isn't it's not really that much of a thing. Not to say that people don't have money, but to have a financial break because of a program like Time Bank where people are using the sharing economy model, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that just that just excites me, you know. Um, and the same thing for the rest of the world. I guess I would say that it's a slow, the turtle and the hare.
Yes.
Everybody just wants to see overnight results and successes really quickly. When rebuilding the literal infrastructure of a community and what it means to be a grassroots neighborhood, that's not a 2 year plan. You know, that's going to take 5, 10, 15 years of actually building and structuring this program and teaching people from the community that this is an opportunity that they need to utilize. It's an abstract idea to a lot of people at first. I found that in my
Yes.
travels. When I first talked to introduce Time Bank to people, there's some people where it clicks just like it did with me, or
Right.
or they get the head scratch like time banking. What are you talking
Wow.
about?
What are you talking about?
And so it's all about consistency, persistency, and dedication.
Yes.
We can't give up. I know Dr. Edgar Khan has taken us so far
Mm.
in his journey with introducing the whole world to time banking. God rest his soul right now. He recently had passed away, and we all felt that very hard.
Tremendously. Yeah. Tremendously. But
And
he's given us the infrastructure to go out and take and
so,
build what. And I love the way that you put it, that it's not an instantaneous thing, in this world of social media where, you get likes and responses and shares and everything to boom, 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 boom. That's not how you build community.
no, it's
You know,
not. But it
takes
looks good on TV. You know, it looks good for the media. That's what
yeah,
it is. A lot
yeah.
of people don't see what happens behind the scenes. The reaching out to several people a day through email or phone calls, re-explaining the ideology of Time Bank and the importance of implementing it in our community, and the benefits of local businesses implementing it, giving families financial breaks, and
So
rebuilding.
if I've never heard of time banking before, you're talking to me for the first time. Give me your spiel. Why should I join the time bank?
Well, normally I tell people, and it depends on the audience. So it depends if you're just a neighbor or if you're an organization or
I'm a neighbor.
you're a
I'm a
neighbor.
neighbor. Convince me.
Hey neighbor, how you doing? I see
I'm
that
good.
you're out here at our event volunteering. That's great. We appreciate your time. Did you know about the Time Bank? No, what's Time Bank? What's that? It's a way that we reward and recognize volunteerism here in our community. Since you're already putting in some time, why not utilize this program that we have where you can accumulate the alternative currency that we call time bucks, and then you can spend your time bucks with other Timebank members for skills or services such as language lessons, rides to appointments. You can get food delivered to your home. Somebody on the Timebank's offering Portuguese lessons or violin lessons. What do you say?
Wow. How do I find out more?
Here's my business card. Give me an email.
And there we go. If any of you are in Reading, Pennsylvania, please go to the Good Neighbor Timebanks. You can find it on Google, or you can go to https://goodneighbor.timebanks.org and find out what their process there is for joining. If you happen to be in Florida, you can join us here at stptimebank.org, or we actually have 3 Timebanks all together, and you can find that with floridaTimebanks.org. Jose, thank you so much for being here today with us. I really appreciate you sharing with just a short snippet about your community and what you feel is important to you.
Sure, yeah. Thank you, BJ.
I really believe this is going to reach thousands of people, and it's going to make a difference in their lives.
I hope so. That's the goal. Even if we just change one person's life, I'm going to be happy.
One is enough. One is enough. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody.